So I just wanted to tell you guys about the way that I crash proof my antennas. So what I do is I use a regular cloverleaf antenna, and then I buy these video aerial systems covers. I can't remember. I think they're for the Duraspec antennas. Well, you can buy just the cases. I get mine from twistedquads.com, and they're 3 for $10. And there's videos on YouTube, you can look it up, where they show guys taking these cases, or an antenna with this case on it, or maybe it's the Duraspec antenna, which comes with this case, and they take like baseball bats and hammers to them and shit and throw them against brick walls, and they don't break. So they're awesome cases. They don't weigh that much, and they work really good. So take a cloverleaf VAS case, put them together. Then I'll make sure I'll pull it this way to where it's tight against the bottom, because you don't want the clovers pushing up against the top, then they could get bent, you know. But once this, I use the Gorilla epoxy and then Plasti-Dip. So once you put the epoxy on there, after about 24 hours it's completely dry, and then it's not going to move either way. But I did this one like a couple weeks ago, and it's holding up real nice. But I just did this one today. This was actually an Amway antenna. Both of them are Amways. And then this Gorilla epoxy, I dump it into here, and then you mix it up for 20 seconds. And then I just stick it on there, and it's kind of runny at first. It takes a few minutes to dry, so I kind of will twist it around as it's drying to get it all nice and neat. And then I will take my Plasti-Dip, which I use the spray kind, and I'll spray it in here, and then I'll use this little cotton swab to apply it on there. And it works really nice. This thing's tough as nails. I don't know how it works with the Duraspec antennas. Maybe they use a thicker coax or something. But if you put it in there with nothing, with just the case on the antenna just moves all around in there and slides around and is really loose. The hole, when this is clamped together, the hole is bigger than the antenna coax. So this is basically a necessity if you're using this type of coax, which I believe is RG402. It's the same stuff that I use for the antennas that I make, because I actually have used my own antennas inside of these cases, and it was the same. It was just moving around in there. So yeah, works awesome. This thing's hard as a rock, and you can still bend it how you want, and it's not ever gonna break. Awesome. I was just tired of in crashes the lobes would just bend all up, you know, and the Amway lobes are pretty tough and stiff, so they're a little bit harder to break. Plus they have the little plastic pieces that come up to kind of hold them in place. But this just completely makes sure that your antenna is definitely not going to break. The only thing that's going to break is you're going to snap. This is going to snap off the connector on your VTX, basically, is the only thing that could break. But if you're using an extension, then that's pretty much the way to go. Like this one. I mean, it would be impossible to break the connector off the VTX with this extension, you know, but it will break this extension off in a bad enough crash. On my multi-rotor Mania 180, I have the VTX coming out the back, which makes it well, if you have it solid on there, like if you have your VTX the same way this one is, and you have like another zip tie right here holding it up, that might keep it from breaking. But that's what I do, is I put it on here like this, and then I wrap another zip tie through here, and that way in a crash this is just going to snap off from this connector and it won't break your VTX. But I have recently I was flying my 150 and I was doing some flips and it came down like this and it just snapped the connector right off the VTX. It was a Foxeer TM200, so just beware that those come off pretty easy on that particular VTX, because I crashed in my front yard, which is basically moss. I mean, you could use it as a trampoline, and I was about maybe 7 feet up, and it just fell, you know, and it broke the connector off immediately. So yeah, but I do like that VTX, so I did order another one right away, and that's what I have on here, because it's pretty awesome. It has the LCD screen. You can't see it now because it's being blocked by the PDB, but I can get to the button with a screwdriver. You stick it right there and it clicks. So anyway, point of this video was to show how to make that kind of antenna. So you can get the Gorilla epoxy from Walmart. That's where I got it from. Plasti Dip I get off eBay. It's like around $10 a can, and it works awesome. You don't have to use the Plasti Dip. I just like to for some reason. I don't know why, but makes it a little bit cleaner, and I don't know if it's any more durable because of it, but yeah, you can see the epoxy is going all the way across there, and all the way around there. It's never gonna break once it dries. This one's still a little bit wet. But alright, I guess I'm done because my daughter is trying to drive me insane again. She wants some Doritos.